It is regrettable that a one General Muhoozi, Kainerugaba, is being reported to have made concerning Twitter rhetoric, demeaning the sanctity and powers of a committee of parliament to summon him. I want to remind General Muhoozi that parliament is summoning you as a CDF, a Chief of Defence Forces. It is not summoning you as a son of Mr. Museveni. It is not summoning you as a general. They are summoning you as the Chief of Defence Forces. Every entity that uses and receives money from the consolidated fund, every entity whose funding is processed in the housing called a budget framework paper and a budget must appear before a legitimate committee of parliament and respond to any anomalies. And equally, under our rules of procedure of parliament and our constitution, plus the Administration of Parliaments Act, a parliamentary committee is empowered with the powers of the High Court to investigate any matter within its docket and summon and demand the appearance of any individual, including Muhoozi. Immunity under our laws is only available to an occupant of a head of state, of the office of a head of state, not a CDF. So Muhoozi is not immune under any law to be summoned by a court of law or a committee of parliament. And the committee of parliament in this case has powers of the High Court. And I want to remind the committee that if Muhoozi resists or refuses to appear, if the rhetoric as reported is true, he must be now summoned and brought using the powers of the committee. They can issue an arrest warrant, they can summon and issue an arrest warrant through police and the army, and every office of police and army will be under duty and instruction to obey the summon or warrant by the committee of parliament to arrest and bring Mr. Muhoozi to appear before the committee of parliament. That is the rule of law. And I want also to advise Mr. Muhoozi, consult your lawyers. You are free to appear with your lawyer or with any trusted friend when you are being summoned to appear before any committee. And as well, the law provides for any defense. If someone commits anything, a questionable act or omission, under influence of drugs, alcohol, or diminished responsibility, it's a defense in law. But you can also make a plain denial. Then now demeaning the sanctity of parliament, we must fight for independence of this institution. Parliament must exist with its independence, the judiciary. No one can say that I can't appear before that or that. It must also understand that the military or the army, the UPDF, is a creature of statute. The UPDF is a national army. It's a creature of our constitutional order. It is not for his father. Sometimes he's being quoted saying that my army, my army. No, you are not a CDF because you are not in a CDF, and being a CDF doesn't make you own the army. The army is a national army. So if you are summoned as a CDF. What you can inherit from your father is his property. I heard he promised you 50% of his shares, his cows, his property, his houses, but you cannot inherit UPDF. So being a CDF is a professional and a legal duty, a legal position where you can be summoned to appear before a committee of parliament. Don't call it inheritance. No one wants your inheritance. It is all about but a country called Uganda belongs to the people of Uganda, and it's the constitution that provides for the UPDF. So you cannot say you are inheriting the UPDF or you inherited it or it's your army. You can't direct it the way you want. And once you are occupying the office of the CDF, you are not free to make any questionable rhetoric and without reprimand. So a committee of parliament is legitimate to summon you and appear. We must defend the rule of law and the sanctity of the institution. But as well, I want to call upon also parliament and other institutions, including courts of law, to also exercise the power and the procedural formalities wherever they are handling any matter. Otherwise, when it comes to Muhoozi, please appear before parliament, or I remind the committee, summon him, issue arrest warrant, and the police must be under duty to arrest, and including the military, to produce General Muhoozi. After all, a summon is not an act of conviction. It's a summon for you to appear and defend your action. If what you said is true, if what you said, you believe in what you said, appear and substantiate. But we cannot allow and abet someone coming up and saying, Parliament must not exist, I cannot appear before this, I can't be questioned. That is impunity. That's impunity.